Hi everyone, welcome to It's Greek to Me. Today I'm going to teach you how to make Keftedes, which are Greek meatballs, okay? So what you're going to need is you're going to need an onion, 1 egg, olive oil, salt, pepper, oregano, a little bit of spearmint, dried spearmint, and cooking oil, right? And 5 slices of bread. Okay, so let's start with the first part. And you'll also need 500 grams, a half a kilo of minced meat. You can do pork, you could do pork mixed with beef or just beef. Some people like chicken as well, okay? Or you can even do turkey as well, right? As long as it's ground beef. Ground meat. Okay, so let's start off with our onion here. We're going to cut off the ends, take off the skin. Thank you so much for all your beautiful support for me and the channel, your beautiful comments. Leave me a comment down below too, and let me know what you think about the recipe, right? If you tried it, if you liked it, if you enjoyed it. So I'm just taking off the outer skin here. And what we want to do is just mince this. I do it the way my grandmother taught me, which is I just cut down, not all the way down, through the onion. And then the other side, right? And then we're going to take it and we're going to do cross sections here. Let me just do that. So we cut it one way, right? Now we're going to turn it around and cut down again in the opposite. So now we're doing vertical. We did horizontal slits, now we're doing vertical. And then we'll lay it off on our side and we will have our minced onion for our dish. So here we go. Now we're just cutting straight down. It's already minced, right? Losing the side of the onion here. Okay, here we go. So this is really easy to do. I'll show you how to do it. You may want to accompany it with some homemade fries, right? And then sprinkle those fries with oregano and salt, or you can also make home fries. You know, they're not cut perfect in size like French fries. They're just cut, right? Thin enough to fry. And then, you know, you use a paper towel here too, if you're going to make home fries on the side. Just fry up those potatoes, put a little bit of salt, sprinkle it with some oregano. You can even crumble feta on top of them as a side with the meatballs. Here in Greece, we like making our own French fries, right? We don't cut them thin like French fries. We either make them circular, right, after we peel the potato, or we cut them thin enough, but more like in wedges, right? So now that we have our minced onion, we want to add our meat, right? So I have a half a kilo of minced meat here that's half pork and half beef. So I'm just going to throw that into the bowl, right, with the onions. All right, then what we want to do is we're going to crack 1 egg into here. All right, I'm just going to move this out of the way now because I don't really need this here. Now you add salt and pepper to taste. You know, something like that. Like maybe like a teaspoon and a half. Then spearmint. You're going to take some of that, like a pinch, and throw that in there as well. put a little bit more. I like it in there. Gives it a really cool flavor. And then oregano. Give it a generous amount. Take another pinch. Add it in there. Some pepper. Now you do this, you know, to taste, right? I can't, you know, I don't know how salty you like your things or how much, but I mean, I just do it by eye. Now I'm just going to drizzle some olive oil in here as well. Now this is the interesting part. I'll explain. You're going to take 5 slices of bread, like so. Okay, I'm just going to move these over. First I'm going to take some fresh milk, or any kind of milk that you may have, right, that you want to use. And I'm going to put some milk here in the bowl. Not a lot, maybe just to fill the bottom portion of it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take each slice of bread and let that milk get absorbed into the bread. And then what I want to do is just kind of take it and take out the excess milk, and then just kind of crumble this into the mixture. Now by doing this, right, it gives it a really nice taste, and not only that, but you get to make more meatballs, right, by adding it to the mixture. Now some people would say to grind breadcrumbs. I'm doing it the old traditional way, the way my grandmother used to do it. You know, some people like to take, you know, like the dried toast and crumble it up in there, or use a machine to make it like breadcrumbs. I do it the way my grandmother used to do it, and I love it. So I'm sure you're going to love this recipe too. So we're just going to keep doing that until we have all 5 pieces of bread crumbled into the meat mixture. And again, see, I'm taking out the excess milk. I mean, you know, back in the day, right, like, you know, 1918, they didn't have, you know, breadcrumbs and all that kind of stuff. This is how they used to do it. I like keeping things traditional. I mean, when I cook, right, I like not trying to modernize it or to use artificial stuff when I'm cooking, right? Like additives and, you know, that kind of stuff. I'm doing it the old school way. That's what I prefer. So you see how I'm just taking it, right? And I'm just breaking it up in pieces. Okay, and putting it in there. You'll see what's going to happen now. Okay, so this is our last piece. And there should be enough, you know, if you filled up just the bottom portion of the bowl, that's more than enough milk to finish off all 5 slices. And I'm just going to break that up in there as well. Okay, so this becomes the fun part now. Ha! This is where we get messy. It's kind of like when we used to make mud pies. Remember when we were little? I don't know if you guys ever did that. When I was small, I used to go out in the garden and I used to wet up the mud and pretend that I was making little meat pies. Alright, so here we go. I'm just going to take off my rings here now because it's just going to be. So what we want to do is take this now and mix it really well together. Okay, egg, bread, spices and all. So, and the onion and everything to make sure that it's all combined in there really well. Okay. can see what I'm doing, right? Yeah. Okay. Just want to make sure. Make sure to subscribe and hit that like. It helps the channel's growth, and it helps others to get these recipes. Okay, so you can see, right, how I am mixing all this together right now. Okay. We're almost there. I'm just gonna grab the edges here where the onion is. Put it in there. I kind of want to add, and you'll see it by eye, right? I kind of want to add a little bit more oregano and a little bit more spearmint in here. That's just my preference. So I'm just going to do that really quick. There we go. Just another pinch. There we go. And then mix it up again. Okay, so this is all mixed up now. You see how it is? It's all mixed up and it's ready to go. Okay, so what we want to do now is actually get a bowl, like so. And I want you to put some flour in there. We're not going to put the flour inside the mixture. We're just going to put a little bit of flour here. Okay. And what you want to do is just grab like a handful in your hands and shape it into a ball. So it's almost like this, right? You see that? Okay. And then what you're going to do is put it in flour, coat it, shake off any excess flour from the meatball, and you're going to continue to do that until you've got all the meat completed. Now what you're going to need is to get a skillet, put some oil in there, heat up the oil, and fill up the frying pan with these, and just let it sit until you see it getting golden brown around the edges. And that's when you're going to take 2 forks and you're going to flip it over to the other side until both sides are golden brown. I would put it over medium heat. Once the oil gets a little bit heated up, you may want to lower it or just heat it up on medium heat. And then just put each one of these in there as many as you can. You may have to do a second batch because this brings out pretty much. And these are great the next day as well. I mean, I even enjoy eating them cold, right? And you can complement them with tzatziki on the side. Like I said, French fries with salt and sprinkled oregano on some home fries. Or put tzatziki on the side, right? And have it with that with a little bit of pita. Okay, so continue to do all your meat, right? And go heat up some oil in the frying pan, and I will be back to show you what they look like. Make sure to put some paper towel down on your plate as you remove the meatballs, right, the Keftedes, so that way that it can absorb the additional oil, right? And then you can just remove the paper towel and serve. All right, so I'm going to go fry these up, and I will be back. See you soon. So, I'm back. Here are the meatballs, you see? And they're all ready to go. All ready to go. Just put some tzatziki on the side. Or like I said, cook up some French fries and sprinkle them with salt and oregano on the side. Put a little bit of tzatziki there and you're all set. Or you can even make a Greek salad and have these as well. Okay? So start implementing some of those recipes I did and mix and match them up a little bit, okay? I hope you enjoyed these. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave me a comment down below. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you next time on It's Greek to Me. I'll see you soon. Bye now.